I'm just picking it apart to start with, Pete, as I like to do. Talk concerns with the deal. I also wonder. I mean, the Bruins talked a lot about chemistry in this last week, right? And when you heard Don Sweeney and Cam Neely and these guys last week talk about it, we got a good thing going. You don't want to disrupt chemistry, and then they go and trade for a guy who's going to walk into the room as the highest paid player on the team, a former first overall pick who's got a little bit of the dog in him, and is coming into a situation where now expectations are high. What happened to chemistry? What happened to DNA? Isn't that an issue as it relates to those things?
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know if taking Ryan Spooner out of the room ruins a team's chemistry. I mean, Spooner, his minutes were diminishing anyway over the past handful of games. And I think, chemistry comes with winning. And everybody's going to be happy in that room if they're winning. And I think Rick Nash gives you a better chance of winning down the stretch than Ryan Spooner does.
Okay, so that's where I would start. If I want to feel good about the deal, that's where I start. Their ceiling this year, Pete, is unquestionably higher, because if Rick Nash has his head screwed on straight and is the Rick Nash of like the Olympic years and his 40-goal year a couple of years ago, if that's the Rick Nash the Bruins are getting, then they are much better with Rick Nash on the right side of David Krejci than Ryan Spooner. Not even close, not even debatable. So their ceiling is higher, and that's why you got to like it. I think it also just sort of signals, I think, good for the Bruins that they had this kind of year out of nowhere where I don't know if many people were expecting it. They're in a position now to make a run, and they're not just sort of sitting idle, because they could just sit idle and have an excuse.
They could say we're ahead of schedule, we're fine with what we are. But I mean, you look at the league and you look at how things can turn so quickly for a lot of these teams in the league. I mean, you look at the Blackhawks. Obviously, they had an extended run, but things can turn around pretty quickly. If you're in a position where you've got a chance to contend and you're looking at the latter half of the season and you're saying, okay, we have a good shot at this, you make a play. And they have the prospects, they have the assets to make one of those moves and still be in good shape. And they went out and did it. And I give them credit for that. And I mean, when you look at the big picture here, they got Nash, Holden, and Gianta basically as upgrades for Spooner, O'Gara, and Vetrano. And it only cost them Lindgren and a first-round pick. Are you fine with that? Because I'm totally fine with that.
No. I mean, when you say only, see, that's the only part I'm not going to treat it like that's no give. They gave up a first-round pick, and that Lindgren kid was drafted in the second round, and he's projecting well. So, like, you're acting like that's no give. Like they gave something.
You got to give. You got to give to get. I mean, the prices are always higher at the deadline. I think this is fine. I think that's a fair price to upgrade at 3 positions and get money, dead money off your books. I like it. It's fine. You look at Bolesky, his money possibly straps them from keeping one of the guys that's in the system right now that's going to need to get paid in a couple of years. I love that aspect of the deal.